I will give a brief introduction onto who Jay-Z is, show a snippet of his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction speech in 2021, analyze that snippet of the speech and others I've watched, and conclude from there. Sean Jay-Z Carter is a multi-platinum recording artist, a 24-time Grammy winner, an activist, an entrepreneur, a father, a husband, a son, and so much more. He's considered a GOAT in hip-hop and is also considered a catalyst in the commercialization of the subgenre. Because of all his contributions to not only this genre but to music, Jay-Z was officially inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the year 2021.
I feel so honored to be celebrated in such a way. Thank you, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's incredible honor. You know, growing up, we didn't think we could be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We were told that hip hop was a fad. And much like punk rock, it gave us this anti-culture, this subgenre, and there were heroes in it. When I was thinking of what I was gonna say tonight, these heroes just kept coming to my mind. Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One and Chuck D, and of course a fellow, I don't know where he is, a fellow inductee, LL Cool J. And I would watch these guys and, you know, they have big rope chains and leather and sometimes even the red, black, and green medallions, and whatever they wore, everybody would wear the next day. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be like those guys. And so I set out on my journey. I was writing at my table. Shout out to Dr. Gloria Carter in the house. She bought me a green notebook. My sister, Annie, right there, she told me to say that she wrote my first rap, but I actually wrote her first rap, and we named her Sugar Love. She has a really nice hat on tonight, and I want everyone to acknowledge her hat. Now that's rock and roll. And
while listening to and reading back this speech, I noticed how Jay-Z constantly spoke to how hip-hop affected and changed his everyday life. From his attitude to the way he dressed to how he thought. Once he saw his mentors or the people he looked up to act a certain way, he wanted to act the same way. He praised his mentors and his elders, like his sister, his mother, LL Cool J, Rakim. He gave them most of the credit for his accomplishments. He also repeats the word hip-hop a lot, whether that be him talking about the genre itself or its effect on him or what it means to him. He repeats the word hip-hop, and I believe it's to drive home the point that the genre made him who he is today, and he wouldn't be here without it, without the attitude it gave him or without the mindset it gave him. Without hip-hop, he wouldn't be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. From one of my favorite quotes from the speech, he says, I, for not 1 second, got depressed. For 1 second, I didn't change my course. I was like, we're going to create our own company. That's hip-hop. It really encapsulates what he's trying to prove to the audience, that hip-hop is more than just a genre. It's a thought process and a lifestyle. The whole speech is just one big thank you to hip-hop. All the listeners, all the critics, all the artists, anyone who was involved with the genre in any way, he's saying thank you to. Jay-Z's big thank you to hip-hop is touching for many reasons. One of the big reasons is because it's a trip down memory lane for not only Jay-Z, but for us. Through his words, he makes us feel like we were right there on the come up with him